everybody, and good morning. This is a bright light. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Oh, hey. It is your girl, Ruthie the Truth, your financial wellness coach, and your number one strategist for goal driven planning. Yes, and I know that y'all know what today is. It's the Wheel of Life Wednesday. Yes. Yes. Happy Wheel of Life Wednesday, everybody. I hope that this live finds you well and in high spirits. My spirits are not, it's a little dampened today, but I'm here and this is what the check-in is all about. And first and foremost, I want to definitely say thank you to all of my followers and all of my subscribers. I genuinely appreciate every last one of you who have checked in with me prior to today, like all throughout the week. You guys are amazing. I know I say that all the time, but like you guys really are amazing. And I just want y'all to know just how amazing you are. Um, Also, I wanted to say thank you for the lay. I got laid today, y'all. The hashtag no diddy. Yes, so I got a lay today, and I promised that I would wear it during my live stream, my Wheel of Life Wednesday check-in. Even though it doesn't really go with a hoodie, but we're gonna make it work. All right, because um that's just what we do. We make life work even when it's not working. Right. So so I definitely want to say thank you for the lay. You know who you are out there. And all right, we are going to get started with the Wheel of Life Wednesday. Okay. So for those of you who may be here for the very first time, let me formally introduce myself. I go by the name of Ruthie the Truth, and I am the Dads and Grads Financial Wellness Coach and number one strategist for goal driven planning. And I do my work through this handy dandy Wheel of Life workbook that is a tool specifically designed to help dads and grads get through some of the most traumatic and toughest life transitions that you will ever go through in your life. All right. And for those of you who may not have the physical copy, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek tonight so that way you can see what we're working with. All right. So hopefully y'all can see it. I'm on YouTube and Instagram at the same time. So the Wheel of Life this is the Wheel of Life, right? And so the Wheel of Life is comprised of the 8 major categories in our life that is both directly impacted by our mental health and also our finances. All right. So we have the top 8 categories, which are friends, health, which is subcategorized with physical health and mental health. So we touch on both. Next is family, followed by fun slash recreation. Next is education. Then following that is love life. So we break that down into self love life and romantic love life. And I'll get the definitions for all of these. So I will show y'all on the digital version how that works. All right. And then the 7th category is personal growth, which is basically that's what this full, it gives a full picture of the whole circle. And lastly, we have the career category. All right. So let me read the directions and the instructions of how this works. So, step 1 says to find a trusted friend, family member, or significant other to share this weekly experience with you. All right. So, for those of you out there, if you may not have any of the above, that is what I'm here for. Ruth the Truth is the check-in. I do the live every week just in case you may not necessarily have somebody to partner with to check in with you this week. All right. Next, step 2 is that each of you will choose a color for the physical version. I'm going to demonstrate the digital version tonight. Preferably, you can use your favorite color to represent your response for each of the categories. All right. Next, step 3 is that you will take turns asking each other, how are you feeling? Right? And not just how are you feeling, but why. Like, you'll choose a number on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 represents the absolute worst that you've ever felt in your life, and 10 represents the absolute best that you've ever felt in your life. Right? So you'll take turns asking each other, how are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10, and why did you choose that number? All right? And we all are going to do it. I'm going to do it included. All right. And then the final step, step 4, is that once you have a number colored in for each of the categories, then you will use the follow-up questions to further elaborate on your wheel results for this week. All right. So this is every Wednesday. So between today and last Wednesday, if you remember all of the details, you will be asked, how are you feeling? All right. And yes, and then we start the week 1 for the workbook. Some of you may be past week 1 already, but either way, we're gonna do it live today. And I believe if you are following, for everybody who is on YouTube, I did I drop the link? I don't think I dropped the link yet. Hold on one second, y'all. Paste. Hey, okay, I have officially dropped the link in YouTube. All right, and I just pinned that, so that way anybody who wants to follow on YouTube, you may do so. The link is in the chat, so you can follow along specifically with me as I open up Wheel of Life Wednesday. All right, the digital version of the workbook. All right. All right. And then quickly, everybody just type in the chat where you tuning in from tonight. I know I have reached all over the world. I know for some of y'all, it's already not Wednesday anymore. So, yeah, hold on. Let's see where we at. No, not that one. All right, boom. Here we go. All right. So, for everybody who has the digital version, you can click the link in my bio on Instagram to get the digital link that is on YouTube. It's in the YouTube chat live. All right. So once you click the link, or if you want it DM'd, you can do that too. You will hit this little arrow here in the corner, and it will turn the pages. So I know this is kind of bright. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it. All right, y'all should be able to see it. All right, so you're gonna turn the pages, digital version now, and it's basically, all right. Here we go. So I'm gonna read this real quick. So this workbook is designed to help you aim. AIM, right? The A stands for assess, the I stands for improve, and the M stands for maintain. So this book is designed to help you aim at the 8 major categories in your life, with the primary focus being your mental health, which we all know automatically affects your finances. So by completing this workbook over the next 8 weeks, you will gain valuable insights into areas where you can make positive changes and experience significant improvements in your overall well-being. All right? So this workbook is a game changer, y'all. All right? I promise you. All right, so we're gonna skip to Malou. These are the instructions that I just read to you, and we're gonna click the next page, and it's gonna take us to the Wheel of Life. So we'll click this little handy dandy red button at the bottom, and you can fill in. So the instructions is to fill out the categories below to complete this week's Wheel of Life Wednesday submission. All right. And note that all demographics, all information that's submitted, it will be completely confidential. Just in case anybody has that question, you don't have to worry. Everything that you submit is completely confidential. Oh, and I wanted to say happy birthday to everybody who has celebrated a birthday since last Wednesday, the past 7 days. Happy birthday to you all. I know one in specific, Will Jr. Happy birthday, Will Jr. I call him little Bill. Hopefully you see this live and you know that I gave you a shout out. I didn't get around to calling everybody, but it's been a pretty hectic week for me. But you guys are going to hear all about it as I go through this week's Wheel of Life. All right. Let me know if you guys, if you have the information or if you need it, let me know. All right. Type a 1 in the chat if you have it. You ready to go? Type a 2 if you need the link info. All right. All right. So I'm just filling this out. I got to turn the brightness up a little bit. All right. So basically, you'll fill out your email, name. You can add your birthday if you want. If not, it's not required. And then before we get started, you just quickly type in whether or not you're a dad, a grad, or maybe a combination of both. All right. So I am a mom graduate. So I'm a mom grad. All right. And once we type that in, then we will hit next. Y'all probably can't see it. Once you hit the next button, then that will take you to the very first category, which is friends. All right. So here we go. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your friends category for this week? All right. And while you guys type in the chat, let me read the definition for friends. So a friend is a person that you know very well and share a bond of mutual, non-sexual affection with. All right. So with that said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your friends category for this week? All right. And while you guys type your answers in the chat, I'm going to bubble mine in right here and put at the bottom why I chose that number. All right. So for this week, I would say I feel like I'm at about a 7 this week. I've been in touch with my friends. So that was a plus. Despite my crazy week. All right. And then once you type everything in, then you will click the button that says next, okay? Oops. Yeah, you'll click next. All right, so let's see where we at. Okay, Nacho Productions. Do you go over horoscopes as well? I actually do not. I'm not sure why you asked, but what makes you ask? No, I don't. I don't go over horoscope. I'm not gonna say an act like I do. But I'm curious to know what made you ask though. Like, do I look like the horoscope person? What's her name? Oh God, it was so many years ago. I don't even remember. But although somebody has said that I am like clairvoyant, so I could still probably tell your future just by doing a Wheel of Life workbook, like. But But yeah, no, let me see. Okay, nobody's on YouTube right now. Yeah, what makes you ask? I'm curious. And I feel like I've seen your name before, but I can't remember from where. Because I remember Nacho Productions because I had a food meal prep business. I was Nacho Average meal prep, so I remember Nacho Productions. All right, all right. So while you guys are still typing in the chat, I'm gonna move on to the next category, which is health. All right. So health is subcategorized into mental health and physical health. All right. Let's see. So, I don't think we ever met. Yeah, you know, the name looks very familiar though. I'm not sure. It definitely looks familiar. I don't remember if it was an in-person thing or not because I do a lot of different conferences. I'm not exactly sure, but I remember the name. I just don't know from where. But I'm glad to have you on. I will say that. Where are you tuning in from? While we're on that topic. Yeah, because maybe that's what it was. Maybe you tuned in before, and I remember the name because it stands out very clearly. Oh, okay. You said because every day is a meaning of our horoscopes, right? You know what? That is so true. Yeah, I usually do this check in every week, so I kind of skip a lot of days. I guess too many days to do the horoscopes, um, but yeah, I usually ask about the birthdays because I like to give birthday shout outs, you know. That's what I thought you were gonna say, but I wasn't too sure, so I said let me just ask you and do it that way. But yeah, no, I like to shout people out on their birthdays, let them know, you know, celebrate. I'm all about Ruthie the Truth. Dads and Grads community is all about celebrating life and celebrating legacy and establishing um you know, a culture of acknowledging people, dads and grads specifically, for all that they have accomplished. So I think accomplishing another year of life is most definitely something to celebrate. So I say, you seem like a scorpion. No, do I? I'm wondering what gives that impression. Interesting. I know quite a few though, but I'm not one of them. All right, and let me read the definition for the next category. So, first subcategory for health is mental health, right? And mental health is defined as a person's state of mind and emotional well-being. All right. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your mental health category for this week? And while you guys are typing in the chat, Um, I would say for this week, I'm at about a 7. Um, so for many of y'all who have been following throughout the week, um, you know, my uncle is in the hospital right now, battling cancer, and that's been taking quite a toll. So, yeah, it's that it's been an up and down thing. Oh, hola. Hello, Papa. Say hola, Mama. Oh, hello, son. How are you? I'm so happy to see you. Oh, look, you just literally, you just put up my. I'm gonna up my mental health score right now because my baby boy is checking in on me right now. Young Brody. Ready? How do you say? I don't even know how you say it. All right, but all right, cool. Yes, so mental health. I mean, we're just getting started, so hopefully you can type in the chat. I'm so glad to see you. I am. That does make me very happy to see you. Okay. So yes, I just upped it to 8 out of 10. Um, happy to see my son in the chat. All right. Yes. All right. So where we at? Uh. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. You say, I know one thing that's true. Eating fruits and vegetables affects your mental health. That yes, 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 for sure. Then eating McDonald's every day. Well, yeah, that food has a lot to do with how you feel physically and then mentally, because sometimes if you eat too much, you may not look or the way that you want to look or feel the way you want to feel or be able to do a lot of the things that you want to do. And yeah, fruits and vegetables. I love fruits and vegetables. I have a drink. I have an aloe vera drink, and I am so fortunate to be able to stick with my regimen of that intake. All right, you said I'm glad I could make it. Yes, I am too. All right, so are you doing the check in? Are you typing in your scores, or what's going on? Where we at? Okay, when the body says yes, the mind says no. Oh wait, what? That's how food affects. Wait, say that. When the body says yes, the mind says no. Okay. That's how food affects mental health. Okay. All right. Y'all got the. I love this because, the next category is physical health. So, yeah, talking about the mind is physical, but also mental. It's interesting how that works, right? Like, yeah, y'all are on it tonight. Okay. Nacho Productions and Young Ready. Love it. All right. So what do you guys? What's your score for this? For these categories on a scale of 1 to 10, how are each of you feeling about your physical health for this week and your mental health? Because I don't think y'all typed in the mental health side. I submitted mine already, but yeah, y'all type it in the chat, and while you're typing, I will just quickly review the definition of physical health. So, physical health is a person's state of being with regards to their organs and body systems functions. All right. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your physical health for this week? All right. You said drinking water is key as well. Every day, drink water. Yes, yes, yes. Especially if you live in a hot climate. That's for sure. Okay. All right. All right. Where we at? Um, all right. Young Brody says, I've been doing good physically. I like my build as of now. Okay. And I feel like a heavyweight champion instead of just overweight. Okay. All right, Mr. Heavyweight Champion. Young champion. As you should modify your thing there. Water bottles count as a drink and a snack for me? What? Is that really? What about you, Natural Productions? Does water count as a drink and a snack for you? Drink the water and chew the cap. Ew, that's disgusting. Please, please don't, cause come on now. Yummy. Ew. No, it's not. And neither is it safe because you don't know where that cap has been before it got to your hands. Like, what? Yes, I know. I already know how you do. You like to, what do they call that? You always like to make me cringe. I know that's not really what I'm trying to say, but that's the closest I could think of at the moment. Uh, Anywho, diverge. No, that's not even what I want to say. Is like it's cringe, but it's not. I don't think that's your definition of cringe. It's like give me the creeps. You always want to find something that you know is going to give me the creeps. And you just it's unique. Okay, I guess I'm sure there's probably other people who do it. Hey, I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, you know, that cap you don't know where that cap has been. So yeah, at least the top, like once you take the cap off, you know that has been covered, but the bottle cap has seen all type of dust and hands and like stuff. But you know, to each his own. So no, drink fruit smoothies as a snack. Okay, put it in the blender and drink it. Nice. All right. I love this. I love how y'all coordinate in my IG and my YouTube live. Okay. Okay, listen. The whole all right, can we not talk about caps? I'm moving on to the next. I'm moving on to the next category because I didn't even put mine in. All right, physical health. Where do I feel like? I feel like I'm good. I'm at an 8. My knees feel better. Better, and yes, and I can get around much easier. Well, much faster than before. All right, that's my submission for that category. Uh yeah, we don't want to know about the taste of mystery within the cap. No, thank you. Yeah, right. There you go. Yeah, you always like to mess with me. I know. I get it. Sometimes I gotta remind myself because I forget and I keep I get caught up in it and you know I'm gonna get caught up because you just know. Anyway, here we go. Next category is family. Family. And I guess you could add this to your fun list talking about it's fun. No. But what about fruit smoothies? Okay, so we're not gonna snack on caps, but what about fruit smoothies? Are you at least going to snack on some fruit smoothies? Is that even possible? Yeah. Is that possible? Snack on smoothies? Hmm. I don't know. All right, anyway. The next category is family. All right. So family, just to give the quick definition, are people who are there for you in your times of need, joy, and sorrow. They help you to grow and figure out who you really are. All right. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your family category for this week? All right. Okay. Young Buddy says, I guess fruit smoothies can be mixed with, you know what? And I know you're busting out laughing right now, but no, we're not mixing fruit smoothies with any caps. No, thank you. Can you just answer the question for the next category? All right, that's family on a scale of 1 to 10. I would say, well, we got Sunny Boy here in the mix. So I would say I'll give it an 8, 8 out of 10 for this week. And I'll say it's been a bit. Oops, spelling stuff wrong here. Of a roller coaster ride this week, but I'm hanging on there. Uh, Yeah, pending this terminal illness situation. All right. So, all right. So the next category. All right, Nacho, did we lose you? Hey, welcome. All right. You said I think my family. He said you know me so well. Yes, I do. I could. Yes, because I could hear you. Like even though you're not here, I could still hear you. Weird as that sounds. I think my family is at an 8 as well. Okay. Now that I get this new experience of Wheel of Life Wednesdays, it's not new. I've been doing this for like 2 years already. The live stream is definitely over a year. I don't know how many weeks it's been, but um, definitely more than 52 weeks. It's just that you finally, I guess, somehow are seeing it. I don't know how what's going on here. This is my first stream though. Yes, I know. Welcome. I think because I didn't do it through Zoom this time. So now I somehow maybe it's changing the algorithm. Oops. I don't know. It's doing whatever. It got you here. So yes. Awesome. All right. So all right, Nacho, what about you? On a scale of 1 to 10 for the family category, let's see where we at. And while you're typing in the chat, I'll move on to the next category, which is fun. All right, fun category. So, fun, also known as recreation, involves one or more activities of enjoyment, amusement, or light-hearted pleasure. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, oh, excuse me, how are you feeling about your fun category for this week? All right, I'll give you all a little more time to type the chats in, and I'll give my response. I would say, I don't know, I haven't really been having much fun. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. Just I fell behind on a lot of work since the injury, and it's taking uh, a lot of my time. Well, a lot more of my time to get back on track. All right. All right. Let's see what are y'all saying? What y'all say? All right. You said my bad. I got stuck in the bathroom with a wasp. Stuck in the bathroom with a wasp. Okay. I don't think I want to ask. I'm not gonna ask. Uh, what? Okay, there's a problem with the AC, so there was a vacuum nearby, and I caught it. Oh, okay. As crazy as it sounds, Michaela emptied the water from the AC into the toilet. Okay. Maybe I don't know how ACs and all this other stuff. Like, I'm not really making the connection here. Sounds pretty. It sounds like another Divergent thing here going. Like you about to make me diverge again. Okay. And now it was my weapon. Pass on to thee. Wait, what? What are you saying? Are you speaking in Shakespearean? Like, what is going on here? Pass on to thee. Anyway, Nacho, are you hearing me? Let's see. Is this thing on? Let's see. Yes, it's on. I think it's on. Okay. I was just using the bathroom and the whole situation happened. Passed on to the. Okay. All right. I mean, gotcha. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad that the wasp is no longer a threat to you, and I hope the bathroom worked out well, despite the wasp. Wow, interesting. The wasp was camping the front door, and oh, it's crawling out for sure. Okay, perhaps maybe you need like some wasp spray. Like what? Okay, maybe we could talk offline. We'll learn more. So has that affected your fun category? Like, are you explaining it to me to let me know that? Like, this is interesting. Oh, your mental. My mental. Oh, right, because you never gave me the. Okay, your mental health score for the week. -1. That's not even on the list. What? Okay, that's not good. We definitely would have to talk offline. We will, because hopefully the time. Oh yeah, the time is good. Okay. I'm sorry. You said I meant I was. It has been subtracted by 1. It's a 6 out of 10. Okay. I've seemed to turn off my brain for this past week and school out. Okay. That sounds interesting. I would love to learn more. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I noticed it was a typo. I was trying to read in between the typo, but I think I figured it out. I think I got it. I got you. Yeah, we'll definitely chat offline. All right. So what about? Look, and the next category is education. Education. All right. So I'll read the definition right quick to give you guys some time to type in the chat. And as I read this, so education is the process of receiving or giving systematic instructions, typically at a school or university, for an enlightening experience. All right. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your education category for this week? All right. And while you all type your responses in the chat, I will submit mine. Whew, excuse me. And I would say, let's see where we at. I don't know. I guess I'd say 7 out of 10. Just learning how to be more patient with myself has been the theme for this week. Oh, and I also read one of this book. I'll be interviewing the author soon. Oops. I'll put this here. It's called It Is Possible. It is possible. All right, and this is by Jason Brown, where he talks about um, just earning college degrees debt free, like not paying for college degrees. But yeah, hold on. What in the world? View requests. Okay, you have a dark spot thing here. Let's see. Is this working properly? Oh, what did I do it right? Oh, I don't. Let me see. Did it work? Located into both streams. I don't. I Oh, I tried to add you. Are you trying to go on to the second live stream? What's going on here? I would have added you on IG if you want. Oops. Oh. All right. All right. You said let me not make this more confusing. Oh man, yes, it's definitely okay. I guess you could see the confusion on my face. I could accept. It's just a matter of um you. It went away, but you might hear me twice if you're on both streams. So I don't know. It's up to you. All right. So anywho, uh, all right. Here we go. Let me finish typing my stuff in. I also read um one of Jason Brown's books about debt-free degrees. All right, so let me see. So school has been stressful because like they have stated before, things will get harder and harder. Okay. Now I have to deal with my classmates and the work. Oh wow. 5 out of 10. Gotcha. You say yeah, I know you're getting there with the tech savvy ed. Oh, you meant tech savviness. I thought you meant education because we were talking about education. Um, okay, you said YouTube has less delay. Okay, thank you for letting me know. All right. Hey, welcome. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the technology thing. I'm getting a little better. I was able to figure out. I think this setup is better on YouTube now. So, I mean, I can't share the screen per se, but I could share my phone, what it looks like doing on a phone. So that works. I just have to figure out how to pin the stuff on Instagram, but It's a work in progress, y'all. One day at a time, one day at a time. But all right, cool. All right, so the next category is personal growth. All right. So personal growth, I'll read the definition while you guys type in the chat how you're feeling on a scale of 1 to 10. So personal growth is defined as the process of an individual becoming aware of themselves entirely, followed by taking the steps to address their behaviors, attitudes, values, actions, and habits that they wish to change. So, with that said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your personal growth category for this week? All right. And while you guys are typing in the chat, I will say my personal growth. I feel like I've been growing quite a bit. And I will say, for one, thank you to everybody out there who has been supporting my growth. Um, for one, throughout all of the years, and also not just that, but even now, like, again, this injury. I know I don't want to keep going on and on and on about the injury, but I came across a post earlier today, and one of my followers, and speaking of personal growth, I want to say, like, they seem to share that they had an injury as well, and their injury, I believe the gentleman said he had a concussion, right? And it was like through the injury, it allowed him the clarity that he needed to just stop being busy with life, because sometimes not sometimes, basically when you are injured, you can't be busy. It's nearly impossible. You can try, but it ain't gonna work. And just being able to take the pause, that is the most challenging, especially for somebody who is always constantly on the go, always keeping busy, such as myself. It has always been an extremely challenging task to like calm my mind, stay calm, keep calm, and just kind of take things slow and steady. Everything doesn't have to be like super speedy. Like, sometimes you can just go with the flow and let life work out, you know. So I would say on my end, that's where I'm at personal growth wise. Um, but let me read you guys stuff. All right. So you said, all right, 7 out of 10. I feel like I need to look more within. Okay, young professional one. That's what's up. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes to like really look within, because um I think the most challenging part could be deciphering how much of what you do on a daily basis is learned behavior versus authentic behaviors that you yourself, based on your belief system, based on your core values, like how much of that do you actually exude versus you just kind of go with the flow with others. And I had this conversation with my grandmother and was like, you know what? I didn't realize how many learned behaviors I had. It's like, I wouldn't necessarily do this, you know? But but yeah, that's why they say, your environment is pretty well, I think they said like the top 5 people within your support system will determines who you are, because it's inevitable that you'll have learned behaviors. So gotta stay around people that you aspire to be like. That's what I do anyway. So there's some of y'all out there I aspire to be like y'all, And I do my best to stay around. So yeah. All right. Young Bruddy says, my personal growth has been stationary since I've shut my brain off. What? Because of school. Okay. Interesting. So 8 out of 10. All right. All right. Your personal growth has been stationary. I would love for you to elaborate on that because that's interesting. I, I thought like, personal growth could be like a daily thing, but I guess shutting your brain off, I'm not exactly sure. How do you shut your brain off? What's that like? If you care to elaborate on here, you don't have to. No pressure, y'all. No pressure. All right. Yeah. And I said personal growth. Yes, 9 out of 10. Uh, and learning quite a bit about my learned behaviors versus my core values since the injury. All right. All right. You said, young brother, you said, think of it as saving battery by turning off your phone. This is a very interesting concept. You never cease to amaze me though. I will say that. Um, okay. You're saving your battery life. So does that mean you don't have enough charge around you? Like, because sometimes if your battery is dying, if you have your charger like right there, you could just plug it up and then your battery won't die. Or am I thinking too deeply into that? Let me know. My phone is being used. My phone being used is the school stress. No, what? Interesting. Okay, all right. All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next category. Interesting. This is gonna be another interesting one. So the next category is love life. Love life. So this category is subdivided into two smaller categories, right? So the first subcategory is self love. We're gonna start with self love, life, not the ooh la la. You're silly. And then the second subcategory is romantic love life. All right, so uh, I'll read the definition first while you guys are typing in the chat. So, self love is defined as the act of treating yourself with kindness and respect, nurturing your growth and your well being. All right, so that's self love. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your self love category for this week? Excuse me, while y'all are typing in the chat, I would say for this week, I don't know, treating myself with kindness and respect. I think I'm doing better at that. So I'm gonna say a 9. Um, just have been practicing taking better care of myself and prioritizing me. Well, prioritizing what I need to do, well, what I need to accomplish first before assisting others. Like, like the mask on the airplanes. Okay. Um. All right. Nacho Production says, I struggle with self love. Oh, really? I tend to make sure people around me are happy first. Oh, wow. I always believe self love is being selfish, in my opinion. Really? What makes you say that? Like, so treating yourself with respect and kindness, you believe is selfish? That's an interesting topic, concept. Share. Tell me more. All right, Young Brody says, I think my self love has been at a 4. Oh wow, 4 out of 10. I've been pretty hard on myself physically with my weight loss journey and breaks in between, of course. Uh, Same for romantic, not really too active in that category. You know what? You're doing a great job on the second part, because you got to stay focused. But yeah, that self love, we got to get that one up, buddy. I and it's interesting because I actually have created um affirmation videos, but I have not posted them yet. And you just motivated me to post my affirmation videos. Well, to at least schedule them to be published. I'll put it that way. All right. You say I always put others first, making sure they are happy. Okay. I'm just kind and generous. Yeah, but so being kind and respectful to yourself and having boundaries for yourself, is that something you're saying you believe is selfish? Like, do you believe having boundaries for yourself is selfish? And this is, judgment free. I'm just asking a question because I just want to, I'm curious to get your perspective on it. All right. Um, all right, cool. So while you guys are typing in the chat, I'll go to the next subcategory, which is romantic love life. So, romantic love life is defined as, well, one definition of it is the act of courtship behaviors of one person to express their overall feelings of attraction towards another. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your self love category for this week? All right. And mine, I would say, is a 5 out of 10. Uh, I've just been staying focused on getting my 800 goal accomplished. 800 dads and grads goal accomplished. Come on. Spell check. Yeah. That's what I've been focused on for this year. Just hit my 800 dads and grads number. All right. All right, let's see. You said, like, for example, my girlfriend is hungry, but there's only one sandwich left. I will let her eat the sandwich, to be honest. This is very interesting. This reminds me of a scenario that my son actually had. And that's another video I have not posted. When we went to 7-Eleven and he only had how much money? I forgot what it was. I'm assuming it was like either $8 or $10 to split. And he was I forgot what the scenario was, but I think it was either he had to It was either to buy a sandwich or buy 2 bags of potato chips. And take a guess as to which one he chose. I won't give it away. I want to see what you think he chose. I forgot how old he was at the time. But he's old enough to go into the store by himself to make the purchase. And all right. And while y'all are typing in the chat, I'll move on to the next category. Sorry, y'all. Which is career. All right. So, and career is defined as an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life in which opportunities for progression exist. All right. So, with that said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your career category for this week? All right. Okay, Nacho Production says 2 bags of chips. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. What made you say that? That's crazy. I thought you was gonna say the sandwich because you mentioned sandwich. That's interesting. You got that like right on the nose. Like what? How did you know that? Did I give it away? I don't think I gave it away. Did I give it away, son? That's interesting. How you literally got that. I mean, it was 50-50 anyway, but like, I thought you were gonna say sandwich. To be honest, that's funny. All right, I'm gonna type in career. Sonny, you still there? Hopefully you are. You said it was the most logical answer in my opinion. Okay, all right. Yeah, well, there was a situation where he had a sandwich as well. But that part, it made me think about just having to choose. It was both two scenarios where there were sandwiches involved, but the first one, the sandwich was split in half, so he gave me one half of the other sandwich because it wasn't enough. And the second time, he had to choose to get the bag of potato chips. And I say this to say is that the reason why is because I taught him how to never forget himself when he's making a selfless decision, if that makes sense. Because right, as you were saying, it's logical. Even though he knows that I do not eat chips like that, those chips, I would have never eaten those chips had he not bought it. But I knew that he purchased the reason why he purchased the chips was because, he wanted to make sure that, that we both were taken care of. Like, he didn't just do it himself. He's so funny. He said them chips were good. Yes, I have to post. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I have to post uh, that whole storyline because it was quite interesting how everything played out. We got stuck in the pouring rain. Yeah, we were stuck in a rainstorm. I could barely see what the everything in front of me, and yeah, I was pretty stressed out, and luckily, I've been doing this Wheel of Life workbook check-in for years and setting these goals like this since 2016 or 2015. It's about 2015. And yeah, he says, I think in that situation, quantity was over quality. What? Okay. You have quantity twice, and you corrected it with quality, but I don't remember. I don't know which one is replacing. You might want to retype that so I don't get too confused. All right. All right, Nacho Product, you said the example I gave you about the sandwich, you can say I have no self-love, right? That's why I struggle with self-love. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's the self-love thing. I would say more boundaries. Um, because that, you know, it to me it sounds more like a boundary struggle, because you need to nourish yourself. And the reason why I say this is because sometimes we may, depending on how we grow up or the environments that we put ourselves in, people may influence us to believe that we do not deserve um, certain things, certain ways of life, and they will overstep the boundaries, or try to make us feel guilty or make us feel as if, um, oh, excuse me, try to make us feel like we're not making the right decision because we're choosing ourselves as a priority instead of choosing others. Like there's a way to do that, and it's not necessarily, the self-love, but I think, if you believe that it's a self-love issue, I would just say, I would, encourage you to make a list of different ways in which you have, or maybe you can start to practice um, showing yourself respect, or maybe like previous ways you can reflect on it. But we're going to get to that towards the follow-up questions, because there's just quick questions at the end. If you are you following the digital workbook, because if so, then you'll see it on here. And yeah, you want to make sure that that you do some self-reflection, because it really sounds like a boundary issue. Because I mean, if you were able to have a girlfriend, and obviously you love yourself enough to attract someone else, you know. So yeah, definitely, I would say the boundary situation. Boundaries would be what I'm leaning more towards. But all right, you said, all right. Let me read this again. Autocorrect. I think in that situation, quantity was over quality. All right. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for the clarity, because I was like, trying to figure that one out. But yes, yes. It definitely was the quantity over the quality, specifically because we were stranded for significant enough time that we needed to make it work. But one thing I can say is that I was very proud of you, son, for modeling what it's like to not forget about yourself. Even though I was your mother, and you definitely, the sandwich probably would have tasted way better than those chips. But you broke it down to me, and when I asked you, like, okay, well, where's the sandwich at, and you knew you didn't have enough money, but you budgeted well, and you also didn't forget about yourself, despite the fact that I was your mom, and I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that you were able to rationalize it and budget all at the same time. I knew you knew that I was going to be way more impressed with your budgeting skills in that scenario than anything else. So I would say that for sure, because I really was. I was like, oh, okay, taught you well. Taught you well. Um, But yeah, no, I would say Nacho. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think we could work on it. We could talk offline. We could talk outside. After the Wheel of Life check in. Talk more about that if you want. And I could definitely show you a few things. Give you a few strategies if you want. If you feel like that's an area that you would want to work on. You know, or aim at. You know. All right. So career. Did I say career? Yes. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, a career. Let me just recap the definition: is an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life in which opportunities for progression exist. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your career category for this week? Sorry, y'all. Uh, okay. So I would say this week, I say a 7. And I'll say because I'm still trying to catch up on everything that I've fallen behind on and not let too many follow ups um, get delayed in the process. All right, that's what I would say. So, of course, just send me a DM, please. All right, yeah, I'll send you the calendar link. Okay, Young Brody says simple, no job, 0 out of 10. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, you definitely do have a career path that you have started, you have earned money from, and you may have fallen off. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it should qualify for 0 out of 10. Perhaps number one, because 0 is not an option on here. but but yes, you okay, you said I guess for this week. All right, that's cool. Because I know you got a career. You are an amazing piano player. And yes, the more you tap into that, and I'll give a quick example, right? So as I do my work, put on my work music and whatnot, sometimes I'll listen to NPR Tiny Desk concerts, and I forgot how many different artists I basically was listening to during the workflow, but I noticed that there was the same piano player across like 3 different artists had the same piano player. And I thought that was quite interesting because I was like, okay, well, maybe they're on the same record label, but they didn't seem like they were. But I'm sure that gentleman that was playing the piano, specifically for Tiny Desk, got paid 3 times because he was connected to 3 different artists. Like so it's like, all right, it's so simple, to just know the keys, the chords, whatever song is being played. And yeah, literally this guy, not only did he get a publicity because every time they recorded for each of the artists, the person's name is there. And yeah, like I'm sure other people noticed, just like I noticed, like it was the same piano player because they highlight everybody. And I was like, wow, my son could do that. Like, what? But it takes focus. What about you, Nacho? Uh, what would you say as far as the career path is concerned? But yeah, I would say, just being around. This is why I say environment is very important because um, the more of an aligned, the more your environment aligns with your goals, the easier it will be to accomplish them, and the less challenging it will feel. I'll put it that way because nothing in life is easy. However, um, having the proper channels and the proper connections makes all the difference in the world. So yes, always keep that in mind. I know as a mom, sometimes the kids don't always want to listen to you in the moment, but just keep it like back here somewhere. Eventually you'll pull it out when you need it, you'll see it and it'll be there. One of those things. Okay. Nacho says a 3 out of 10. I haven't studied much. I haven't studied as much as I should. Learning about digital marketing. Okay, nice. That's what's up. And how far that you like wanting to do certifications or get some kind of degrees, like communication degree or whatever? Like, what's the charted path for your digital marketing endeavors? And while you're typing that in the chat, just want to show that we have gotten to the follow-up questions after, which is moving forward. Describe your number one financial goal for 2025. It's basically this year. Okay, you said probably faceless videos and viral videos. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I heard those are very popular. I've attempted to navigate that myself, but I'm not there yet. I already saw it, so I realized that sometimes you just got to know when it's not going to work, or when you just have to, go to the next person. So maybe, perhaps, if I need some faceless videos, then I may have to reach out to you, like some of the affirmation videos that I was referring to. I mean, I've done it like with a face, but um, yeah, having the faceless version of it with just like videos playing in the background, that would be great. And definitely voiceovers. That's another avenue that I've been exploring recently, and I know that it's probably key in digital marketing as well, right? To some degree, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. Hey, welcome. All right. So moving forward, describe your number one financial goal for 2025. So, for those of you who may not know, my number one financial goal. Oops. What am I doing here? My number one financial goal for this year is to have a positive financial impact in the lives of at least 800 dads and grads in leadership position. All right. All right. How about you guys? Um, okay, Nacho, you said maybe I can do a page of affirmations for you on Instagram. Yeah, you know that right. Because people love affirmate. People need affirmations, to be honest. Yeah, maybe you could do like self-love affirmations. That would be dope. I think that would be amazing because I know there may be a lot of people who just need to affirm themselves because you know life is very challenging and it's sometimes it's difficult to encourage yourself. But if you have a video and you just repeat after the video, it's faceless. Then there you go. It kind of takes the guesswork out of like what to say to lift yourself up. So that would be dope. That yeah, we could talk about that later. Yes, for sure. All right. So yeah, so my number one financial goal for 2025 is to have a positive financial impact in the lives of at least 800 dads and grads in leadership position. All right. And all right, let me see. Did you type in? I'll let you guys type your parts in. And I'll read the next portion of this, uh which reads as the following. Which of the following categories do you feel um is holding you back the most financially? Or basically, which category do you believe you need to aim at to accomplish your goals? So I would say mine would be career because, yeah, the dads and grads is a part of my career path. So there's that part. All right. And then underneath that, it says, what action plan are you going to execute this week to work towards the category that you selected? All right. And there's three different versions of this. There's the hard version, easy, and fun. All right. So, which hard action plan am I going to execute this week? For a career, I'm going to set up my gratitude challenge newsletter to keep in to keep my contact with them consistent. That will be hard because I haven't really been the best with newsletters. But why is this not consistent? Yeah, it's probably right. Yeah, I haven't been the best with newsletters. However, um, I do have so much content that I still have not shared with everybody. And um, I know the Dads and Grass community needs it now more than ever. And yeah, it's hard for me to hit that publish /send. Like it's hard for me to hit the button, hit the go. And not hard. It's just like sometimes I get so caught up in doing other things that I let time slip away. So yeah. So that's the action plan, the hard action plan. What easy action plan are you going to execute this week to work towards the category you selected? So easy. What would be easy about my career? The Wheel of Life Wednesday check-in live. To stay consistent with I'm just gonna abbreviate WOLW live stream check-in. Even though I won't really do that until next week again. So, but I guess it's still that's what makes it easy. All right, and then fun. What fun action plan are you going to execute this week to work towards the category selected? So, fun, I would say is I don't know. I guess I would say to connect with the dads and grads through my uh, through my social media platforms, as well as through emails. All right. Let's see. You said I might just practice piano when I have time. Yes, I think you should. Actually, I know you should because it's gonna make you the money that it should make you, especially after all the money it took to get you into practice. Those practice lessons. Yeah, that was an investment. So go for it. Get your money, honey. Welcome, welcome. Oh, hey sis. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to pin the Hazine link on here, but it's all good. Okay, yeah, that's cool, no doubt. Well, we at the last hurrah. So the last insertion here is last question is are you interested in joining the Ruthie's Road to 800 mission for 2025? And you just hit this button that says yes. And I send you more information about it. And yeah. And then you hit next. And then you can sign up for the newsletter at the top. And there's other stuff that you can fill out here. But actually I think I might take that off because it might be a little bit too distracting. And at the bottom, you see where it says send me a copy of my responses and submit. Yay, we did it. We did it. All right. So that concludes this week's Wheel of Life Wednesday check-in. Yes. And I want to say thank you all for taking the time out to check in and hope that this Wednesday's check-in works some wonders, works some magic in the transformation of your overall wellness. All right. So, quick reminder, just in case you have not done so yet, if you are watching this on Instagram, I encourage you to hit that follow button because guess what? It's there just for you. And for those of you out there in YouTube land, definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. And yeah, don't forget to double tap if you're on Instagram and you have made it this far. Because yes, the more you share, the more people will care, and the more that I can reach, get closer to reaching my road to 800, hitting my 800 goal, to have a positive financial impact in the lives of at least 800 dads and grads in leadership position. All right. So with that said, thank you so much for every last one of you who continue to show your support, continue to send your buy me a coffee donations. It is so appreciated. And everything else that y'all do, because y'all do so many things behind the scenes that just help to support all of y'all that send the reels and you send messages and you show up. Like showing up to the live stream, this means so much to me. I really don't think y'all know just how much it means to see y'all show up, because that keeps me encouraged to show up every week. So thank y'all so much. I'm here for you, and I appreciate you being here for me. And with that said, I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye.